Well, I'm Walter Capps. I have the privilege of directing a seminar on the subject of religion and Western culture, with a special focus on the relationship between religion and politics.
He taught for 30 years at his beloved University of California in Santa Barbara, and his format in the classroom in religious studies and the humanities was to open wide the windows and the doors. He embraced the diversity of the communities around, and these worlds that Walter bridged and sought to bring into conversation with one another have now been embodied in the Walter Capps Center for the study of ethics, religion, and public life.
The Capps Center is a major priority for our university and a featured initiative of the campaign for UC Santa Barbara.
The Capps Center is one of our highest priorities in terms of fundraising and the capital campaign, but also in terms of its importance in the humanities and in the College of Letters and Science and in the university as a whole.
Walter had an enormous capacity, an enviable kind of capacity for dialoguing with people who might disagree with him. He made people feel comfortable. He let people know that he respected their views. And I was always impressed with the way in which he dealt with people. And I think that came across in Walter's course on Vietnam. He brought lots of people through who had quite differing points of view about the Vietnam War. And yet Walter earned the respect of just everyone, no matter whether they were a hawk or a dove or a general or a peacenik or you name it. So that quality of Walter always impressed me, and I hope that's something that we carry forward with the Capps Center.
He inspired intellectual discourse, and to the extent that people would disagree with him, it was not a polarized thing, not a thing of animosity or confrontation.
The Capps Center for the Study of Ethics, Religion, and Public Life really exemplifies the contribution that a public university can make in terms of research, in terms of teaching, and in terms of public outreach, and also its ability to take public life and society as its subject.
The Capps Center has a very special role to play in this community and in American society at large. Its role is to really examine through public dialogue issues of great significance, whether they be of a local, national, or international nature. We're nonpartisan and non-sectarian, and what we explore are the intersections between ethics, religion, and public life.
My Capps Center internship in Washington, D.C. was definitely a life-changing experience. I interned at the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars on their Cold War International History project.
The importance of institutes or centers like Capps is, in fact, the interaction between the academy and the community. I think that one of the most important things that scholars need to remember is that there are different forms of knowledge. And so the Capps Center and the discussions that it facilitates allows for these kinds of interactions to take place.
We need a local setting. We need to have people gathered, ordinary people, scholars, academics, but also community people to solve our problems. And this needs to translate to Washington, D.C. It's 3,000 miles across the country. How can we do this? We need to engage in a variety of ways that the Capps Center is now doing, through its programs, through its interns, on Capitol Hill, through the fellowships that will be involved in making sure that ideas which are most fertile in community settings can be more influential in setting our national policy.
My vision for the Capps Center is for it to build on its foundations that we've already established, that we will continue to find ways to dialogue around important issues of our time. We'll find ways to engage students, and not only engage them, but also inspire them to seek to help build a better democratic society in which to live and for their children to live. I want to see the Capps Center unfold and develop even greater numbers of programs, but always keep the thrust of those programs focused around our basic purpose, which is to engage the issues and to enhance civic responsibility.
I see for the future that there will be a keen relationship between the ideas and the Capps Center agenda, frankly, and many of the issues that are world-class challenges for us to solve.
We were very privileged to be given a prestigious challenge grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities, and that has allowed us to go out to foundations and to philanthropists and to the general community and show them that their contributions will be matched by the National Endowment for the Humanities.
We are so grateful to our wonderful students, faculty, and staff, as well as our generous donors and friends. We all share the vision of building a bridge between the university and society so that we may understand each other better and work together to contribute to the public good.